an important divisional round matchup in the NFC. But end zone. First down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Gordon. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt. No. They go play action here on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very
on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Prescott now on second down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, Winston. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Play fake. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready. White 25. Boys hot.
From the gun, Winston. From right side, taken in by Godwin. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Murray to add the extra point. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. David Irving in there to get him for a loss of 5. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. They go play action. Winston eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Gordon on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. With Kidder here, it's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 16. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 39. Seconds to go in the first half of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island, though. Ready. Single receiver. Ready. Here we go. 22, 22,
Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jameis to throw it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First down, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Ready. Easy. Hey. 4 down. Check. Flip. Stick guard. Ready. White 25. Easy. Ready. Move ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. White 25.
Now Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 2nd and 10 here. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected penalty. What happened on that play? It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Second down now after the pass completion. Prescott off play action. Flushed out right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4".
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Prescott now. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Ready? Blue wing. Hey, watch out. Check right. Line 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Now Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On play action, Winston. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long for Winston. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just... Players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now here come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. Blue ready.
They go play action. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Winston. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.